Enough is enough. We will not tolerate unfair working conditions and people suffering for the cost of fashion.
Every item of clothing that you buy in the shop has a story behind it, and the fashion revolution is here to tell that story.
The fashion revolution is about changing the way we manufacture by being more conscious about how we do it.
To raise awareness around the difference you can make with your choices.
For people to look at fashion as a more serious kind of thing, it's not just fancy flash bling, it's actually being aware.
As far as sustainable and green fabrics goes, South Africa has a way to go.
If we are using as much water as conventional cotton uses, we're not going to be able to grow it in the future. Sustainable fashion is really about how do we shrink the footprint of our industry while still producing beautiful garments that people want to wear.
Reusing other people's waste that could have been gone to landfills and things like that, we would rather pay them for their waste materials and then use those to make our sunglasses. If you make it locally, it eliminates all that transportation, and that obviously has a huge knock-on effect.
Every time the fashion industry makes a decision, it should be around the planet, people and profit. When you're looking purely at a profit factor in any industry, usually that is tied in with cutting costs. When you cut costs, it's usually again relating to abuse of resources and abuse of staff.
Our industry took such a hard knock from the influx of big international brands.
It's killed a lot of people's livelihood and sort of self-esteem.
There's no more factories, so there's a lot of factory workers out of work. Almost every second road there's a little home industry in this area.
It's important to manufacture locally because it's going to create more jobs, support the South African economy, keep the rands that you spend in this country as opposed to you sending them offshore.
Ethical fashion, in my mind, is more around people, how we treat our staff, how we treat the people who are actually making our garments, how we treat people in other countries that are sometimes so far removed from us that we think it's not going to affect us.
With smaller design houses creating brands, we are able to employ more people who were put under liquidation.
It's really about highlighting those stories of the people behind your garments. It's about the crafters, the seamstresses, it's about the pattern makers.
I'm mostly sustained by local brands and businesses. They respect my skill because that's what it's all about, trying to give them a good product.
So we do all of our collection development here, which starts from the printmaking. We do all the designing and then we pass those designs on to our pattern maker, who is an amazing lady called Thelma who works from home.
Most of my clients that I have right now, I've been with them for 10 years, 5 years. They really sustain me. I have a full day's work every day.
Through fashion, these ladies and these artisans are changing their lives. They are becoming empowered. They are just as excited about creating the fashion as we are about designing it. And if the consumer can see and understand this story, they'll be as excited about buying locally made fashion.
All the people that are involved in this fashion revolution and manufacturing on home ground, using home resources, they're turning that around and offering that chance to these people who have lost what they had. A second chance essentially to get back and use their skills and develop and produce products that they feel good about and the person buying it feels good about. So it's a chain reaction. And the more you feel good about what you do, the more you want to carry on doing it.
Buying local and supporting local industry is a big step within ethical fashion, as long as we make sure that by buying local, the people are getting treated better than they would have if the disconnect was there and they were somewhere else.
One dress, so many jobs. That one choice you have has affected a lot of lives. Also, it feels good, so why not?
From the purchasing of the fabric right through to shooting the campaign and selling it in the shop.
It influences the people that are involved in the industry just as much as it influences the people that actually purchases the garments.
It's vital for South African designers to turn to our local producers to produce our garments. There is no other way forward. South Africans have to believe in our own South African industry.
I support local brands whenever possible. That's what I care about. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm manufacturing here, why I'm sourcing my materials here.
To produce locally means that we're supporting these communities.
They will stand up and say, no, I don't want to support that because it's not in alignment with my ethics.
And that they're not missing out on great things. They're getting amazing product.
I'm buying something which costs 20 grand from like a cheap outlet is not a bargain.
And so that's really what it is, just a more conscious consumer, caring a bit about where the things we wear and the things we love come from.
This is really trying to get to the retail giants and really ask them the question, who made your clothes? Who is making our clothes?
If we want a future on this planet, not just for our kids or our grandkids, but for us, it has to be a complete change in the way we do business, the way we treat our planet, and the way we treat people.